Please ignore my hair. It is hair wash day, so I oiled it last night, hence why it looks incredibly greasy. And I just forgot to put it up before starting to film. So we're just gonna pretend like my hair looks normal. But welcome back to another video. My name is Mallory, and today we're gonna do a little bit of a weekly reset vlog. These are some of like my favorite videos to watch on YouTube, so I figured this would be a little bit interesting to kind of come along with me in a Sunday in my life, of see kind of the things that I do and how I try to get ready for the week ahead and just stuff like that. I always plan out my days ahead of time for Sundays just because I want to make sure I can get everything done. It is now about 7:45 and I'm actually gonna have to leave here in like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go take my sister to work, which is not a normal part of my Sunday routine because normally she doesn't work on Sundays, but I told her I would take her. So we're gonna do that. And then when I get back, the first thing on the agenda is cleaning. Obviously you can't see it right now, but yesterday I spent a little bit of time decluttering, cleaning up trash and reorganizing everything. And I always do that first thing even before like showering for the day because I tend to get a little sweaty when I clean because it's kind of hot in my apartment and I just work up a sweat. So that's always the first thing I do. And I just want to get it out of the way. And then after that, I spend about an hour doing my everything shower. I'm probably not going to show a ton of time because you don't need to see me in the shower, but I wash my hair 2 days a week, so Sundays and then either Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending on kind of what I'm doing that week. But for me, on Sundays with my everything shower, it's more than just washing my hair, which consists of like shampoo, conditioner, hair mask, but also it's when I shave, it's when I do any face masks if I want to do them, exfoliate, like a bunch of other stuff. So I'll do that. And then once I'm showered and my hair is fixed, so it doesn't look like this, is when I will run my errands. Right now, the only errand on my list is to take my car to the car wash, but I might also run to the library because I have 2 hours blocked out for errands, and so I figure I'll run to the car wash, and that'll probably take me about 45 minutes by the time I get there, get through it and everything. And depending on how busy it is. I might just also go to the library. I can drop off the book that I finished last night. And I don't think any of the other books I have on hold are ready, but I figure I can just walk through a little bit, see if there's anything there that interests me. But we'll see where we're at with time and how I'm feeling. I might just put that off. So after that, I'll have some lunch, and then I have my big like 3-hour chunk of life admin. And for me, I don't know if you've heard the term life admin, but for me, that basically means just getting things done that I keep putting off, or things that I've been saving specifically for Sundays for life admin days because they're not really like super important, but they'd be nice to get done, you know what I mean? So I'll probably do a brain dump of all of the life admin that I need to do. So like for example, one of the things I want to try to do today is finish a project that's due tomorrow, but I might just do that tomorrow. But some of the other things on like the top of my list are planning out this week's video. I might also use this time to actually brainstorm what I'm going to be doing for December, because I think I've decided I'm going to do some sort of like vlogmas kind of in December. And I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do that. So just stuff like that. I don't have a ton of life admin usually on Sundays because I'm pretty decent about keeping up with things throughout the week, but I will have a little bit of stuff like that. And pretty much after that, it's smooth sailing. I'll eat dinner, and then I have a little bit of me time where I can kind of do whatever I want. But yeah, so as you can see, a very jam-packed, exciting day. I hope this video is interesting to you because I love these kinds of videos to see kind of how everyone resets for their week. So it is now almost 8 o'clock, so I'm going to go ahead and go put my hair up, get my shoes on, and head out here soon to go pick her up and take her to work. And then hopefully when I come back, I will have the motivation to start cleaning a little bit because my apartment desperately needs it. So I'll see you in a bit. Past 9 o'clock. Sorry about the echo in here. I'm in my bathroom, obviously. I just got out of the shower, got my everything shower done. And I need to stop like assuming that my cleaning is gonna take me over an hour, because that's what I kind of blocked out my time for, is an hour of cleaning, and it only took me like half an hour. So I'm like way ahead of schedule, but it's fine. So I figure I'm gonna go ahead and do my skincare. I will show you actually what I do for my skincare because I find that kind of stuff interesting. So we're gonna do that real quick while I talk about my plans for the rest of the day. So in the morning, I don't wash my face with a cleanser because I have really dry, sensitive skin. I can really only wash it once a day, and I prefer to wash it at night, and so that I can get all the like sunscreen off, or if I decide to wear makeup, that kind of thing. Because if I wash it in the morning and at night, my face gets really dry and like flaky. So speaking of the fact that I have dry skin, the first thing I actually do in the morning is this Bioma Balancing Face Mist. It's just a facial spray, so it just like feels really good, like hydrating, and it's like a nice fine mist. I don't know. One of my favorite parts of the morning. The next thing is this clindamycin lotion. It's a prescription from my dermatologist that he recommended I start using since I quit Accutane to help keep the acne away. So I use this one in the morning, and then I'll use a different prescription at night. So one of the things, kind of steps that I do in between a lot of my skincare is actually this little mini fan. I use it to like dry my face a little bit because I hate the feeling of my face being like super wet and greasy. So I like dry my face a little bit in between steps sometimes, depending on how I'm feeling. And while I'm doing this, I'm actually going to talk about how I decided, I think, that I'm actually not going to run my errands today. The only thing that was on my list today is to go through the car wash. And it just doesn't feel worth it to me to leave my apartment just to go through the car wash, because I'm also an idiot and realize that the library doesn't open until 1 on Sundays, which I keep forgetting. So I think I'm gonna move my errands day to Thursdays. I think I've decided, maybe, or just a different day, to where a day where I can go to the library earlier in the day, and just stuff like that, because Thursdays I get out of class at noon, so I have a big chunk of afternoon to run some errands. Yeah, I decided I'm not going to run those errands today, which kind of relieves my stress load a little bit. I wasn't like super stressed, but just enough to where I was like, do I even want to leave the house? And I was like, no, I don't want to leave, so we're not going to. But next is moisturizer, and the one I'm currently using is the Cetaphil Deep Hydration Healthy Glow Daily Cream. And I'm just ready to finish with this jar. This is my second jar. I bought 2 of it because I was using one in the morning and one at night. I'm down to just this 1 jar now, and I'm just so ready to be done with it. It's not my favorite moisturizer. Like, it's fine for the nighttime, I think, but the daytime, it's too thick, I think, and I just feel like a glazed donut after putting it on sometimes, even with drying my face a little bit with the little fan. I think I just need a different one for the morning, but I don't want to buy one until I run out of that one for some reason. I just want to be done with it as quick as possible and buy some new moisturizers. So knowing I'm not going to be running any more errands today, I think I'm going to go ahead and just take a break from my reset. I'm not going to do a giant chunk of like admin all day long. I don't want to like stress myself out with a bunch of work. So I think I'm going to let myself break until like lunch, like 11:30. I'll eat lunch, and then I will maybe do some life admin before then a little bit, because the other thing too is there is a Bengals football game today at 1, and ideally I do want to try to get some of the more important life admin done before that, because usually once those games start and are finished, I just don't want to do anything else. So we're gonna try to do some of that life admin earlier today. But I think like the priority things for me are planning out the next video for next week, and then maybe planning out my Bookmas videos for December. I don't have a ton. Oh, and I do have to, I guess, do my weekly planning, but I like to do that later in the day anyway. And I totally forgot. Usually before I put on moisturizer, I do eye cream. The order doesn't really matter. But the one I've been using right now is the Good Molecules Yerba Mate Wake Up Eye Gel. The second to last thing that I always do in the morning for my skincare is sunscreen. Even though it is going to be like 40 degrees today and cloudy, I always wear sunscreen because really sensitive skin, plus I use a retinol at night, which makes me even more sensitive to the sun. So the one I've been using right now is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Serum Sunscreen 60 SPF. And this is a fresh bottle, but I kind of wish I hadn't bought another one of this. Like, it's fine sunscreen, like it doesn't leave a white cast, it's mineral, so it's not as sensitive on my skin, but it makes me feel kind of greasy after I finish. But I feel like I have yet to find a sunscreen that doesn't make me feel greasy after I put it on. So maybe I'm just gonna have to deal with that, because this is one of the better sunscreens I found that's like lightweight and doesn't leave a white cast, because mineral sunscreens like always leave a white cast on me because I'm so pale. I'm definitely going to finish this and try to find a new one. For me with skincare, unless I have a product that's like actively making me break out worse or like burning my face or anything like that, I just use it up, even if it's just like texture-wise not my favorite thing, just because I don't like to waste my money and products like that. So it's fine. And then the last thing, which I don't always do, it just depends on how my lips are feeling, is this the Neutrogena lip sleeping mask. And so that is my entire skincare routine. And since I've decided that I'm not going to run any errands today, so I probably won't even be leaving the apartment, I'm just not going to style my hair, because that always takes like 45 minutes and all of my energy between the styling and blow drying. So we're just going to brush it out, which I know you're not supposed to do with wet hair or curly hair, but I just don't feel like doing anything with it, so we're going to brush it out. Skincare is done. I'm gonna go get dressed and maybe I'll read some more. I finished Done and Dusted in one sitting last night, and I have the second book, Swift and Saddle, from the library. So maybe I'll read that, or maybe I'll start The Toll. I've been putting that off for so long. So it is almost 9:30. Which is earlier than I thought it was. I thought it was closer to 10 o'clock. But I think I might try to get some more reading in, because I have the motivation, even though I didn't take my ADHD meds today, so that's a win for me. Yeah, so I think probably read for a bit, and then I think around like 10:30 or 11, I might try to start planning a little bit for YouTube, eat lunch, watch the Bengals game, that kind of thing. So yeah, we will go ahead and get all of that done. Super crooked, because you are just sitting on a tripod on my couch, but I just don't feel like moving to my table. So it is 11 o'clock, and as you saw, I finally started The Toll. I am a chapter in, and these little sticky note tabs are just to denote when each new part starts, so I have a general idea. But I am going to eat lunch now, which is a frozen pizza. Yes, I'm eating an entire frozen pizza by myself because I'm starving. And I also have a delicious Dr. Pepper cream soda. And I ordered Instacart groceries, which should be delivered in like half an hour. Oh my God, I can't open this. This has never been that difficult to open. What the heck? But I think I'm gonna eat, and then for the next like hour and a half, do some life admin, which is basically just gonna be planning videos, probably. That's about where we're at now. I might do my weekly planning as well. We'll see. Oh, this pizza's so good. Hopefully I can read some more too, because so far, even just that first chapter of The Toll has been really good. Okay, we're gonna pretend that my hair isn't super puffy and frizzy, but I'm actually putting away this pizza that I had for lunch, because it turns out I didn't eat an entire pizza in one sitting. I ate half of the frozen pizza. So I am grab Tupperware, put that away. It is 1:45, and 1 o'clock, probably closer to 1:15 realistically than 1 o'clock, and around 1 o'clock is when the Bengals will kick off, probably realistically closer to like 1:15, because they never kick off when they say they will. I got some video planning done earlier. I did my weekly planning. And so really that's kind of all that I wanted, like left that I wanted to do today. So I don't know what to do for the rest of the day. I'm kind of craving sweets, so I might have a Pop-Tart. I had groceries delivered earlier, and I ordered some knockoff Kroger brand Pop-Tarts because I've been craving them so badly lately. And then honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next like 15 to 30 minutes before the Bengals kick off. Today's weekly reset is a little boring, I feel, considering I'm not leaving my apartment. But this is kind of what my Sundays are, and I kind of enjoy that though. Not having a bunch of busy stuff to do, not feeling stressed and overwhelmed, even though this week is going to be stressful and overwhelming, but it's fine. Everything is fine. Maybe I'll make more progress on the toll later today, but we shall see. Okay, I'm muting the TV for now because this game is basically over, even though we still have an entire fourth quarter to go, which I know a lot can happen in like 10 minutes, but I feel pretty decent in my Bengals to not blow a lead for now. I don't know. Joe Burrow did just throw a pick six, so who knows? I just don't want to think about it too hard. But as you might have just seen, I did my weekly planning. Hopefully this video isn't too boring. I'm a little worried that it's kind of boring because like I said, I didn't leave my apartment today. It wasn't in the cards. I had planned to at least go to the car wash, which would have made this more interesting, but I'm too sleepy. So yeah, 11 and a half minutes left on the game that just came back on. When you see me again, hopefully the game is over and thy Bengals have won. I don't know why I'm so stuffy either. I'm not sick, but yeah. Now 9:20 and it is time for me to start getting ready for bed. I figure since I did morning skincare, I could go ahead and show you what I do at night. First thing I actually do at night is brush my teeth, and so then like I mentioned this morning, I only wash my face at night because dry skin, if I wash it twice, it just gets really stripped and dry. And it's gotten worse since I did Accutane last year. My skin was like peeling in batches. It was so bad, and it hasn't ever really gone back to the normal dryness, so I especially can only wash my face once a day now. And right now I've been using the purest antioxidant cleanser. As you can see, I'm like almost done with it. I just go like gently in circles, like 30 to 60 seconds. I don't actually count, it's just kind of however long I feel. I don't know. I love doing my skincare. It's very like soothing for me, and it does really help make my soothe my fear of my acne coming back. I love my skincare routines. I think if you caught it, me saying I took Accutane last year. I, growing up, had horrible acne from the time I was like 10 years old until last year when I was on Accutane. Like, I tried everything, hence why I took Accutane. It was like the last resort option, and it was like a game changer. Like, I don't get pimples anymore. I have a little bit of scarring just because I had such severe acne at such a young age that I would also pop my pimples, which don't do that because you'll be left with scars. So me doing a skincare routine, I've always kind of had a skincare routine, but I've been much more rigid about sticking with it ever since I did Accutane, because it really helps with the peace of mind that the acne is not going to come back. So after washing my face, I like to do a toner, kind of like I do in the morning, but it's more of a liquid toner. So while I use a spray toner in the morning, I use this Bioma Hydrating Milky Toner at night. So it's just kind of like, it's like really not like it's watery, definitely like thinner than a normal serum, but I just rub that in. Like, I could almost like sigh in relief at how good that feels after washing my face. The other reason I end up using that milky toner at night is because I use retinol at night. So right now I've been using the CeraVe Resurfacing Retinol Serum. This was at recommendation of my dermatologist. Once I once I finished my round of Accutane, he recommended I use a retinol at night every night to kind of help prevent that from coming back, along with the clindamycin that I've been using in the morning. So I just do a little single pump on my finger, and then like I did in the morning, I use the Cetaphil Deep Hydration Moisturizer. Again, so ready to be finished with this jar. And then like in the morning, I like using an eye cream at night, but I don't use the same one because it feels weird to use like a brightening eye gel at night. And so for me, what usually ends up working is actually the CeraVe Healing Ointment. I have a giant tub of this. It's basically just petroleum jelly. I just use a little bit underneath my eyes because it's just a little thicker. I definitely like don't use this all over my face. Like, I know a lot of people will use this to like slug their face to lock in like moisture and hydration. And I've definitely done that before, and like it's not bad for you or anything. Like, especially for people with dry skin, I think it's a great option. But for me, I just don't love the way that my skin feels. Like, I know I said I like having like hydrated skin, especially at night when I go to bed. But I don't love having like greasy or oily skin, and that's definitely how I felt when I tried slugging. Maybe I was using too much of it, but it just wasn't like my favorite feeling in the world. So I quit doing it and started like slugging just on my eyes, and that's been working for me. I really like it. But again, eye cream is definitely an optional step. And because my lips are perpetually cracked and dry, I always have to put something on my lips when I go to bed. And for me, the only like true lip product that works without me having to reapply it every like 2 hours is the Vaseline Lip Therapy Cocoa Butter. It has to be Lip Therapy and Cocoa Butter specifically. The other ones do not work as well. I've tried, trust me. And this keeps my lips hydrated throughout the entire night. And like, I don't wake up with dry, cracked lips, which is especially useful in the winter when it's really like dry and cold in my room at night. Pajamas on, still don't have my glasses on because when I put my glasses on while my skincare is still like a little wet and greasy, my glasses keep sliding and then I start to like sweat. I don't know, it's the weirdest thing. So we're gonna wait until all of that dries before I put my glasses on. But it is now 9:35. Ideally, I wanted to be in bed at 9:30 because I like to get 8 hours of sleep, but that hasn't happened in a hot minute. So the fact that it is 9:30 and I am in my pajamas and with my skincare done is a win for me. So, probably gonna be the last time I guess I could give you a reading update because I didn't show much of me reading, but I did read a bit. So I started The Toll by Neil Shusterman, finally. That has been months in the making. I made it through the first chapter. I think I only got through the first chapter. And I'm enjoying it so far, but I think I just needed to feel like I was making progress in it, hence why I didn't read much of it today. Hence why I didn't read much more of it today. And then I also I started it yesterday, but I continued Turtles All the Way Down. And I am like 57% done with that book, which Sounds like a lot of progress to make in 2 days, but it's only like a 7-hour audiobook, so listening to that at 1.5 times speed is not like a crazy chunk of time. Probably just going to listen to more of my audiobook and clean up my living room a little bit and then go to bed. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you next time with a new one.